think I have everything on. I got the music on. Okay. Good morning, River Lighting. Here we are for chair yoga. Sometimes I forget little things that I'm supposed to do, and anyway, I just want to make sure I had everything on. So, thank you for joining me for chair yoga today. Let's go ahead and get started in that good yoga posture. And we talked a lot about posture just here recently, that we're sitting up nice and tall, that our back is nice and straight. And then if we need to, we're supported with a pillow if we have to scoot ourselves all the way back. And our shoulders, hips, and ears are in line with each other. Good. Let's take a breath here. So let's close our eyes maybe for just a moment, focusing. Maybe we had the TV on and we were hearing the news and we just got to get rid of all that. So just breathe. Relaxing through that body, taking that inventory, what feels good, what hurts. And when we get to anything that hurts, make sure you focus on really breathing into that spot, sending it good vibes. Telling it to relax and release. All right, let's go ahead and open up our eyes here. Let's start with the middle body today. So we're going to start with a rock. We're going to rock forward and rock back. Now, I don't want you to tilt through the pelvis here. I want you to stay nice and long and strong through that spine. So it's just a rock right from the hip. It's a hinge. Good. So you have to use those muscles a little bit. When you come back past that midline, you have to pull yourself back, right? Good. Just that little bit of a rock. Now, let's start looking at things. So let's look at our feet. And then look up at the ceiling. Good. Let's look past your feet on the left. Look up at the ceiling. Look past your feet on the right. And look up at the ceiling. And then this time, let's rock forward, hold it right here, looking at our feet, pushing that chest forward. And breathing, keeping your head and your shoulders in line. So don't tuck your chin here, and don't look at me. I'm still here, I promise. Breathing, nice big deep breaths. Good. And then let's come all the way up. Good. Very good. Now, let's stay with that middle body, and let's go ahead and we're going to rock to one side, bring it back to the center, and rock to the other side. So we have to actually lift through the rib cage a little bit. So lift through the rib cage, come over, and to the center. Lift through the rib cage, come over to the center. Lift through the rib cage. So I want you to think about trying not to move the whole body, but just lifting the rib cage and come over. Good. Lift and shift. Good. Lift, shift. And lift and shift. Good. All right, let's come back to the center and then let's curl. So now we curl. So we do that cat and cow kind of movement, that more organic movement. Remember, we've been talking about the new contemporary phrasing in yoga is organic. It's more of a flow. It's kind of free flowing, and it's however it feels good for you rather than being so focused. Yeah. All right. Let's hold one of these. Either front or back, you decide. If you're going to the front, we're lifting up, looking up. If you're going back, let's tuck your chin. Now let's do the opposite. So whatever the opposite is, if we came backward, we're tucking our chin. If we're lifting up, we're looking up. Breathing. Good. And then let's bring that body right to that neutral spine right here. Good. Let's go ahead and we're going to keep working that middle part of the body. So bring those legs out nice and wide. Good. And we're going to anchor right here. And we're going to go to the upper part of the middle body. And we're going to lift and reach. Good. We do this a lot, but it's a nice stretching through that shoulder. Good. Now let's lift it up here the best that you can. Some of us can't reach too far, right, because we have impingement. But feel that stretch here. And bring it down low, reaching towards your foot. Reaching into that shoulder. Good, now that we've given it a big reach, I want you to keep looking at the floor, but reach it up behind you like someone said, hey, give me the remote, but you were tying your shoe or something, so you're looking down. Good, and bring that all the way back, reaching for that shoe. Good, let's come up, a little cat and cow in the middle for a quick reset. And then let's anchor on that other side. We reach it over, reach like we're trying to grab that remote. Good. And then we're going to reach it up just a little bit if we can. Bending the elbow helps, so bend that elbow if you need to. Good. And then reach it down towards your shoe. Take that hand and reach it up. Breathe, and now reach it back down towards your shoe. Good, and then let's come all the way up. All right, so this time instead of cat and cow, remember that rib isolation, we're going to do it again. Rib isolation, we lift up, shift over, bring it back to the center, lift up, shift over, bring it back to the center, up, over, back to the center, up, over, back to the center. Now a little wide leg cat and cow. Good, very good. You got it. Let's go ahead and really get into it. So curl and lift and look up. And curl and lift and look up. The last one right here. Good. All right, let's walk it in. So we worked a lot on the front and the back and a little bit on the sides, but let's work on that side a little bit more. So we take that hand over and across. And we're going to hold right here. We're going to anchor either on the leg or if you can anchor on the chair. Reaching the other arm up or bending it for cactus pose. Solid feet. My feet are solidly on the floor. Coming over. If you can, look underneath your armpit. That's going to make you stack that shoulder just a little bit. Feel that stretch. Breathe. And then let's come up. Let's do that other side. So that hand comes over or we anchor on the chair. That's fine too. We reach it up and come on over to the side, looking underneath that armpit. And bring it down. Now let's work a little bit on that shoulder. So let's go ahead and roll those shoulders. Good. Let's bring those hands up so that from the base of the palm to the tips of your fingers, you're pushing together. And the shoulders are down, but the elbows are lifted. We're going to push those shoulders, or push those arms to one side, turn in the opposite direction. Bringing your chin down towards your shoulder. Let's breathe. Hold right here, feeling those muscles stretch, getting the benefit of the stretch. Lift the head up. Let's bring it back to the center. Keep those arms over there. Now I want you to tuck your chin. Keep those shoulders lifted. Hold it right here. Let it relax. We're still pushing from the base of the palm to the tips of the fingers, stretching to the tendonitis area, that carpal tunnel area. Lift that head right here. Let's bring it right back to the center. Let's go to the other side. So we push and turn, bringing our chin towards our shoulder, holding it here, relaxing those shoulders, not letting those shoulders come up into your ears. Keep them down and relaxed. Still pushing from the base of the palm to the fingers. Just lift our head, bring it back to the center, keeping the arms where they were. Tuck your chin. Breathe, nice big deep breaths. Good, let's bring that head up. Bring those hands back to the center, very good. Bring those hands down towards the floor. Let's hold it right here, just stretching into that carpal tunnel area. Good. Breathing nice big deep breaths. Tuck your chin one more time, feeling that stretch open through the shoulder, push back in the shoulder, and remember that imprinting, we've talked about pushing that shoulder back like you're trying to print it into the wall. Imprint it into the wall. And bring the head up, let's relax it, let's roll those wrists. And roll the other way. Put a little bit up and down, and a little bit of a shake. Good, all right, let's sit back in that chair. Good. Let's lift one leg out, so stretch one leg out, lift one arm up into a cactus or a straight arm pole. You decide, head stays lifted, so I'm not letting my head hang back there. Good. All right, now from here, I want you to go ahead and lift that leg up, and I'm going to hug it across the body just a little bit. So, and maybe it's low, maybe I'm really low with it right here, that's okay. Good. All right, and then reach it out. Good, and bring it down. Let's do the other side. So we reach it up, stretch it out, elbow bend if we need that elbow bend. Reaching that leg out the best you can. Good, and then let's bring that up and across. Good, let's do it again, reach it out. And remember, if your leg is low, that's okay. It doesn't have to be real high. We're just pulling across the body, stretching into that hip just that little bit. Good, and then let's bring that down. We're going to push on those arms of the chair in the back of the chair. Let's come all the way up. Good, let's do this little cat and cow here. Reset, well, in the middle. Good. All right, and last one. Good, let's roll those shoulders right here. Big roll of those shoulders. Just a little more tightness in my shoulders. So let's grab the arms of your chair, the back of your chair. Let's tilt it forward. Do the masthead on that ship. Let's touch that chin towards the chest. And let's hold it. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And then let's come all the way up. Let's march those feet out just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and stand up just for a little bit today, not too long. Not too long today. All right, so let's plant those feet. Let's go ahead and stand up. If you get the dizzy, so remember, open up through the hips, take a breath, hands on the hips, take a breath. Try to find a vertical line that you can look that goes from floor to ceiling, or a real long line. That's going to help you focus on that breathing. So, all right, so let's start. You can stand behind your chair if you like. I'm going to stand here so that you can see me. And we're going to do just some toe raises here, just up and down, working on balance muscles. Good. Let's hold it up right here. Hold it up there. Hold it. Can you let go of the chair? If you can't, maybe light fingertips, just really light fingertips. Good, and bring it down. Now, I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see where we go from here. So let's rock back into that heel, lift those toes, stick that bottom back. Good. Relax a little bit if you can so that you can relax through the hips. Keep that tailbone stuck back there. Lift that chest forward. Put those feet down. Good, and bring it forward. I'm going to turn my chair back. I want you to come back up on those tiptoes. Come to the side of your chair, just like I'm on the side of my chair. And we're going to walk on our tiptoes sideways. So we're going to come up on our tiptoes and we're going to walk. Good, walking it sideways. If you're cramping at all, just stop and point and flex your foot. That's going to help. Walking on those tiptoes. This is a balance exercise right here. Good. For more focused balance work, we'll do that on Wednesday, but I'm just doing a little bit here today too. Good. And let's do one more. Good. Bring those feet to the floor, and then now we're going to walk on our heels. Walking on our heels, it's a great balance exercise. Good. Walking on those heels. Your mother probably told you, don't walk in heels, you're going to wreck your shoes, right? Well, we're not going to do it for long. It's a balance exercise. If she was here, we could tell her, Mom, that's a balance exercise. One more. Do you have one foot that doesn't want to do it? I do. I have one foot that just is rebelling. It's like one of my kids when they were little. All right. It was bedtime, right? All right, so stand close to your chair. We're on the side of the chair. We're going to take one leg, and I want you to swing it. We're just going to swing that leg. Yeah. Good. As far forward and as far back as your body will allow. Just swinging that leg. Working on balance, but also working on the flexibility of the hip. Good, one more. Last one, let's do that other side, swing that leg. Good. Gotta loosen it up. And last one. Good. Put those feet on the floor. Now, when we do something on one side, I like to do something in the middle. So let's go ahead and we're going to take that chair. I want you to step back, but not incredibly far. We're going to do just a little cat and cow here. So hands on the chair. We're going to curl for cat. And then for our cow, we're going to make it more of an up dog. We're going to push those hips forward. Good. So let's just curl. And push those hips forward. Good. So a little bit of cat and up dog. Now let's take that full step back, coming into that down dog on the chair, stretching that spine backward. Good. Ooh. Pushing those hips back, stretching. Breathing. Maybe a little shake of that hip if that feels good. Holding. Breathing. Okay, let's bend those knees and walk it forward. And let's go ahead and work a little bit more on the chair, in the chair. So just a short period of time out of the chair today. So let's have a seat in the chair, and we're going to go to that warrior two position in the chair. So we're going to take one leg to the side, bringing that other leg down to the floor. The knee is towards the floor, or we're extending it back. You decide which works better for you. Maybe somewhere in the middle is better for you. So we sit up nice and tall. Good. Stretching through the spine. That's inhale, lift. Good. And then let's open to the center for warrior two right here. Right to the front. Turn towards me. Good. All right. And then let's turn it back to the center. Reaching that arm up. Take the fingers, put them on your shoulder. So I want you to think about your positioning here. And we're going to let the knee fall, that front knee fall towards the floor, lifting the elbow up towards the ceiling. So lift that elbow up towards the ceiling, pushing the knee towards the floor. Holding here, breathing. We're getting a deep stretch into the hip. Good. Now inhale, let's bring that elbow towards the hip. Exhale, lift. Reach it up. One more time. Elbow towards the hip. Exhale, reach it up. Good, and bring that elbow down. Now let's slide that back leg forward. That's the safest way for us to get out of that position. Now we're going to take that same leg, that front leg, and I want you to bring it to the side right here. Put that heel up. nice and tall. Good. All right, so we're going to go into the center. We're going to reach to the center. I'm going to anchor on my bent knee. So if that's too much torque for your knee, lift that knee, don't let it lock. Reaching right here, stretching through that inner thigh. Sorry, I just was in a funny spot there. And breathing. Good. And then let's come all the way up. Now I want you to turn your body so you're facing this side, facing that leg that's there. We're going to hold the chair and we're just going to lean and look up a little bit. It's a small lean. Stretching a little bit through that side. Good. All right, now we're going to take that leg, slide it up, bring it in again. Now, let's see if we can, some of us can't do this, I forget. The best that you can, let's turn and twist here in the chair. So if you have the arms in the chair, hopefully you've been able to modify through this. Probably you have. And bring it back to the center. Let's do the other side. So we bring that leg out. We bring that knee towards the floor, or we extend it right here. Good. Reach it up. Warrior one. Good. Take a breath. Exhale. Ta-da. Warrior two. And we're facing the TV with that twist. Good. Now inhale, lift, reach it up. Fingers go on the shoulder. We inhale, lift the elbow up towards the ceiling, and I'm pushing that front knee down, trying to elongate through that knee and the spine. Good. Inhale, bring the elbow and the hip towards each other. And exhale, reach it up. One more time, knee and hip towards each other. And exhale, reach. Good. Let's bring it up. We're going to slide that back leg forward. And then take that leg and bring it out to the side. Sit it up nice and tall. We're going to anchor on the bent knee here, and we're going to reach it out. Pushing that hip slightly back. Push that hip back, reaching, feeling that stretch. Now, if you have the arms in the chair, hopefully you modify by facing forward. That's perfectly fine. Don't lock that knee. Protect your knee. Good. Inhale and come up. We're going to hold the chair however we need to. A little lean. Stretching into the neck just ever so slightly. And then come up. Ooh, sorry. Sitting side saddle in that chair, we're going to turn and flip. And then let's bring it back to the center. Maybe you're already centered because you have that chair with the arms. So we're going to bring those heels forward. Both heels are forward. We're going to sit up nice and tall. And I want you to lean into that just a little bit, stretching into those hamstrings. Some of us are comfortable enough to anchor on the thigh. Most of us want to hold the chair, which is fine. No somersaults, please. Good. Stretching forward, working that hamstring a little bit more. Good. And then let's come back. Let's lift one leg up here, and we're going to hug that leg in and bringing it in towards the chest the best that we can. Let's point and flex that foot. So work that ankle just that little bit. And roll that ankle. And roll the other way. Good. Now change where you're holding that leg and hold it underneath your thigh. Let's kick it out just a little bit. Kick it out. Good. Stretching just a little bit more into that leg. Good. Bring that leg down. Let's do the other side. So we bring it up, hug it in, point and flex that foot. Good job. And roll that ankle. And roll the other way. now let's kick it out. Ooh, kick it out. This knee likes to make noise when I do it. It's probably going, I would guess. All right. A little bit of a kick. Last one. All right, let's sit up nice and tall. Scoot your bottom back, tail feathers go through the hole in that chair, sitting up nice and tall. Good. All right, let's turn our head to one side. And bring it back to the center, other side. Bring it back to the center, tuck your chin. And bring that head all the way up. Let's shrug those shoulders right here. A little bit of a shrug. Like you're saying, I don't know. I don't know. Good. All right. Now let's nod that head up and down like we're saying, yes. Yes. I would like 2 scoops of ice cream. Ooh, but I saw banana pudding at the bistro. That looked good. You like banana pudding? I don't know if theirs is good or not. All right, last one before we all get dizzy. Good. All right, let's sit back just a little bit. Let's take those hands. We're going to work those hands just a little bit. We're going to make a claw, and then we're going to let it go. We're going to make a claw and let it go. Now, how are you seated? Are you seated with your spine nice and straight? Maybe a support in the lumbar spine? And we're not sitting in a bucket seat. Good. Make that claw. Let it go. 2 more. Claw. Let it go. One last one. Claw. And let it go. Let's wiggle. Good. Very good. Now let's actually start out with your fingers nice and wide. And we're going to try to bend right from the top knuckle all the way down. Bend, bend, bend. And then when you get to the point where everything's bent at the top, bend at the middle and come down. And right here, up and down. Good. And then roll. Roll. And roll the other way. And then take your palms, and I want you to take your fingers forward. And we're just going to go back and forth, just to stretch right into that carpal tunnel area, right into the forearm. So if you're a golfer or you work out a lot in the pool, these are good exercises for those wrists, especially if you hold onto those valves in the pool. But now take it and then let's roll it around. Hold it here. Good. Then bring it up and wiggle. Give them a shake. Wow, that feels good. Okay, put those hands on those thighs. Let's roll those shoulders up, back, and down, sitting quietly in that chair. Let's close our eyes for this last moment. This is a great time to turn the TV off if you'd like to do a longer meditation than what I'm going to do. So we're going to close our eyes and we're going to breathe, relaxing into the body. I want you to think about bringing your breath all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Imagine there's sediment there and you're going to try to get it out with a big breath. And we're going to relax those muscles. Taking that inventory again, and are any of those muscles sore or tired? Breathe into those muscles. Relaxing, breathing. Taking this last minute or so to just breathe. Don't let your mind grab onto any one thought. Just breathe in your chair, relaxing. Very slowly bring your focus back into this room. Let's open up those eyes. Take a big deep breath, inhale. Bring those hands to prayer, those prayer hands to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me in yoga today. I hope that you are able to hold on to that peaceful feeling, that calm feeling, and have it throughout your day. And I hope your day brings you joy. Namaste.